counted down our greatest living and dead actors, so now it's time to focus on the fairer sex as we sort our top 10 greatest living actresses. But first, here are 10 greatest living actresses facts, courtesy of Neil. He done them for me this week, so you can blame him. So here we go. Number 1, the highest grossing actress alive today is Scarlett Johansson with an estimated $14.5 billion combined at the box office.
You're such a dick!
Number 2, the leading lady who has won the most Oscars is Katharine Hepburn at 4, but as she is no longer with us, that honour is now shared by Meryl Streep and Frances McDormand with 3 each.
Yeah. Hey, they said they were going to the Twin Cities.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, is that useful to you?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, Sandra Bullock tops the list of highest paid actresses with a rumoured $70 million just for Gravity.
Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
And number 4, the actress who has done the most nude scenes is the wonderful Monica Bellucci.
If you don't leave now, we'll die together.
The most successful current Bollywood actress, according to Box Office India, is Kareena Kapoor.
Tell me the truth.
At number 6, Brooke Shields has won the most Razzies with 3.
Go away, don't look at me!
At number 7, Tatum O'Neal was the youngest actress ever to win an Oscar at 10 years old.
Well, then if you ain't my pa, I want my $200.
At number 8, Jodie Foster started her career at 2 years old.
So long, lover boy.
At number 9, Viola Davis is the the first black actress to win the Triple Crown of acting, an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony.
I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you.
And at number 10, according to IMDb, the poll that they ran, Meryl Streep is considered the best living actress.
I'm not taking him with me. I'm no good for him. I'm terrible with him. I have no patience. He's better off without me.
There you go. Thank you very much, Neil, for the facts there. Bless your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome somebody who I had the pleasure and privilege, try saying that early in the morning, of being on their podcast. Please welcome Cassandra from the Just Wingin It Podcast. Yay!
Yay! Thanks for
How are
having
you
me.
doing? Is it okay for me to call you Cassie?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Well, that's good to start with. Now, you've got up very bright and early for us on a Saturday morning.
Yes, I did.
Just tell everybody, first of all, where you actually are.
So I am from New York City, born and raised in the boogie down Bronx.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's what time is it? 8 o'clock-ish?
Yeah, so it's 8, but I'm an early person. So I was like, yeah, of course I could. Let's get up early. We're gonna do it. Like, I'm an early person, you know. So I love it.
Being an American, have you had your coffee and that this morning?
Yeah, I'm at my mom's house, so she forgot my sugar and cream. So I kind of had like a little ice drink, something like that. So no coffee yet.
So you're all set for the day now.
I'm set. Yeah.
Good. So tell us a little bit about. Sorry.
Did you have your coffee?
See, I don't like coffee. Yeah, I don't like coffee. It always looks like a lovely drink to drink. It just, especially when people have like black coffee, it always looks really sort of, I don't know. It's just, again, for me, it's one of those American things that everybody has a coffee in the morning and it always looks really cool. But I don't know. I just don't like the taste. I've never liked the taste of coffee. So I'm sorry. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. It's a cup of tea. It's a cup of tea for us, my dear,
yes,
you see, first thing in the morning. Right. We have our little pinky up and we drink our cup of tea in the morning. So I was like very honored for you to ask me to be on your podcast.
I love the episode.
Just let everybody know about your podcast and what it's about.
So I have a podcast called Just Wingin It, where we talk about a lot of topics and ideas and thoughts that many want to say to others, but feel that they just won't listen or they just won't relate. And a lot of people don't understand that, in poverty or how you feel about real estate or how you feel about your salary or how you feel about what you love in life, other people can relate. And I am 31 years old, and there's a lot of people my age that are like, wow, you feel the same way? Yes, I'm feeling the same way for years or now, or let's just sit down and have those crazy conversations and just wing it, because everybody has that just winging it moment. So
yeah,
that's what the podcast is about.
And especially, we never like talking about politics and things on this pod. We like to keep it light and make sure
right.
the real world doesn't really come in, because it's so divisive and so negative, and not just like in America, but in the UK as well, and all over the world. It's like that. So I find it nice that we were talking about one thing, but then going off on, and I love that kind of thing about podcasts, where you just go off on a tangent. And all of a sudden, you're talking about something that was completely different. I can, I've listened to a couple of your other episodes and watched them on YouTube, and it goes like that. You start with a specific route, but then it always branches off into other things.
Yeah, because a lot of people, we talk about so much of the damaging thing, and we stick to it, where it's just like, what happened to back in the day where we could just have a topic, but we just have a conversation. We talk and we get to know each other. We build connections off of that one topic that brought us together in many different conversations, but still keeping it where we started from,
Yeah. And the thing is, it feels like these days, look, I'm an old fart. Okay. I'm a generation older than you, Cassie. And things like social media, obviously when I was growing up, that was the thing. When I was growing up, if you wanted to talk to a girl, you had to go and talk to a girl. You had to your voice was breaking because you were becoming a man, so you didn't sound manly anyway. And I was a very late starter when it came to things like that. But it seems but you had to have the nerve to go up and talk to a girl and say, hi, how are you? And all of that kind of stuff. These days now it's swipe left, swipe right. Yeah. And you don't even get to talk to somebody to find out what they're like, and find out what you're like. And it seems like it's that way with social media, that you can bombard people with insults and not get any of the comeback these days. Yeah. And it's nice to have like your kind of outlet where we can just chat, and it might be two people that don't agree 100% on everything. But if people just sat and chatted about things instead of
it would be
attacking, much better. And that's why I think it's great to have a podcast. So I will put the information in the show notes, so people please have a listen. And also the fact, I think I might have said this when we were talking, I said, you could read the menu off of a Chinese takeaway and it would sound cool. Do you know what I mean? Because you've just got, especially New York 100%, you've got that New York accent. It doesn't
you always
matter.
talk about you like how, and I'm like, I love your accent. Like,
but that's but the thing is, I just sound stupid with my accent.
No,
you just sound like you are from the movies, and you just got this cool accent, and it's like, oh my god, it doesn't matter what you say, it just sounds cool. So I'm looking forward to you can talk as much as you like, Cassie, on this episode, because it just means it's going to be a 100% cool episode. So
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so in regards to top 10 living actresses, how hard did you find it putting your top 10 together?
Well, I know in the beginning you said something about a certain actress, but I'm like, there's so many. I realized I knew a lot of male actors, and then when they got to the female actresses, I'm like, wait, I watched a lot of shows. So it had taken me possibly like an hour, because I wanted to pinpoint what movies they were on, and I'm like, okay, it didn't take that much, but I got some great ones.
Good. And I was exactly the same when we did our top 10 like living and dead actors. I did a list, and there were like 30-40 on my list.
Yeah, and again, there's more than that.
And then I started, and I knew I had like 6 or 7 of my top 10 I knew were going to be in my top 10 from the start.
Yeah.
But being a man, and what some people, I'm sure they call me a sexist pig and all this while we do the top 10. I didn't want to obviously just do it on looks alone, because that's not fair. You shouldn't do that for the male actors. You shouldn't do it on just the ones that look hot. You should do it on, and the way I've done it is that the actresses that I've got in, and I don't even know if actresses these days is the PC. What have you got supposed to say? Female actors? I don't know. I'm just going to say actresses anyway.
Yeah,
we'll say.
Sometimes I find myself saying, "Oh yeah, the female actress," and I'm like, "This actresses." I'm like, "All right, well, this actress."
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, look, I'm sure someone will email me and say, "Pav, look, you shouldn't say actresses. It's female." I don't know.
But then I thought you're supposed to say actresses.
That's what I
don't know. I
got no idea. It may not even be a thing.
Of course, somebody will call us out for something. Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Whichever way we do it, they'll call us out. But I wanted to make sure I had criteria that there's somebody that has been in stuff that I enjoy. They are somebody that I feel that you could really get on with if you met them. That they weren't stuck up, and that that's another reason that I put somebody on there. And I'm just. Again, I'm a different vintage to you, so I don't know if some of mine are a little bit old. I know one is definitely. I've put her in my top 10 just to make sure she's in now before she pops off, and isn't a living actress anymore. So I wanted to make sure she was in my top 10.
Yeah,
so
you have.
So we need to do it quick, just in case she doesn't die before we finish the episode.
I have a desk wood.
Touch all the wood. I would touch the damp wood here because I spilt my drink on my desk before we started, so I'm waddling around. Again, before we start, we need to do this.
Lisa's challenge.
What the fuck are you saying?
Okay, so Lisa's challenge is basically you need to tell me how many duplicates you think we're going to have in our top 10. How many are we going to have the same? Out of the top 10, how many do you reckon?
3.
3. Okay. I'm gonna go with one more. I'm gonna go with 4.
4?
Yeah, I reckon we might have 4.
And just because I'm young, don't think I'm picking young people.
See, that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go to. No, I'm gonna stick with 4. All
right.
Right then, Cassie, give us your number 10.
My number 10, I have Viola Davis.
That is my number 4. There you go. We got one straight away.
I didn't give you my number 1 yet.
No.
That.
No. So why Viola Davis?
Viola Davis, I watched How to Get Away with Murder. And I didn't know what this was, but I love crime. I played this, and her moments of laughter going to crying, going to happiness, and I'm like, wow, the way she turns it on and off, and she's so strong. She's like, wow. I was gravitating to her, and it went from Suicide Squad and then Woman King. I watched Woman King way too much, where I brought it before it was free, and now it's on Netflix and wherever it is. But Viola Davis, amazing.
She's one of those actresses that her face changes. Like when you see her in Suicide Squad, she's got such a stern, like bitch face, like real, like she's sucking on a lemon. She's got a sour looking face. But then if you watched her, I mean, to be honest, she's number 4 for me just for Fences. I don't know if you've seen the Denzel Washington movie.
Fences.
Denzel Washington is amazing in that movie, but she is just...
Anything she's in so far has been... You need someone to play a strong role, she's going to do it.
And The Woman King as well. I watched that, and I was really surprised because it was like a total change in regards to it was like an action kind of movie. She was kicking ass. She was... Yes. And... those kind of actresses where she doesn't just stick to one kind of movie, she does loads of different kinds of things. She does the big popcorn movies, but she does the real sort of small, independent kind of movies as well. But I've never watched. Was it How to Make a Murderer? Is that
How to Make a Murderer?
That's the other one. That's the other thing.
That's crazy. How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, so that's one of those like procedural shows, isn't it?
It's literally like every law thing is how to get the guy who murdered this how to get the victim, justice or whatever. But this one, I'm like, I've always wanted to understand. Well, how do you defend the murderer? You know.
Right.
And that's her job. And that's a fascination for me because all our other shows are not how to defend a murderer. I don't know how do they defend someone who killed somebody. I'm like, okay, she digs through the dirt. She has all her students because she's a professor. And then the students take under her wing and they also get the evidence for her case. And if they did a good job, they're able to come on the case.
Oh,
and
right.
yeah, you meet a lot of your today actors and actresses from her show because they made it so far from that series.
Oh, I'll have to give it a look then. I'll have to give it a look. I tend to sort of stay away from those kind of shows because they just feel like they're all the same. You know, you got NCIS and CIS and NCSP, CT.
That's true, but never taking on the person who did the dirty job.
Right. That's
so and what they have to deal with to even put themselves in a humane position and defend someone who killed somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, I'll add that to my ever-growing list of things I need to watch and listen to. Okay, so we've got one already straight away. We've got a duplicate, so that's good. My number 10. This is one that I'm sure everybody will say should be way higher up on the list, but I'm going for Meryl Streep as my number 10.
Yeah.
Now she's another one. I think she's definitely an actress that people take for granted as a great actress because. You say Meryl Streep and people think great acting, but when you look at the movies that she's done, she's done, again, so many different kinds of movies, but then you go from she has super serious movies, and then she crops up in Mamma Mia, where she's singing, and you think, that can't be that can't be Meryl Streep. And she was in the latest season of Only Murders in the Building as well. She's really good in that. And she can do comedy really, really well. Death Becomes Her was another one from
versatile.
But it stands to reason if you're going to do top 10 living actresses that Meryl Streep should be in there. So I'm going to have her as my number 10. Okay, your number 9 then, please, Cassie.
Julie Andrews.
That's my number 3.
I knew we were.
That's the one. And I don't know how old she actually is. I'll find out. But well, there you go. That was the one I thought we need to get this done quick because she can't be. She's got to be getting on. Julie Andrews. So she was born in 1935.
Okay.
65. She's nearly 90 then. She's 90 she's 90 years old this year.
Holds it so well.
Absolutely. I mean, she's a legend. She's an absolute legend. The fact that she's 90 years. Yeah, in October the 1st. Yeah. She'll be 90 years old. So why Julie Andrews?
Well, I have to go with beginning for me, 32. So Disney. Princess Diaries. Every movie from Princess Diaries. And then, of course, Sound of Music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins.
More, but I'm like Princess Diaries, Sound of Music.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, she was in Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, yes.
Mary Poppins. Yeah. And I can't remember. She was in what movie was it with Dudley Moore? She was in a movie called 10 with Bo Derek as well.
I don't know if I watched that.
Yeah, so she was in a movie. It was quite a raunchy comedy. And I think it was at the time when Julie Andrews was trying to get away from the sickly sweet kind of Mary Poppins Sound of Music.
Yeah.
And she was also in another movie, and I cannot remember. I'm going to have to try and find it.
Yeah.
Where she appeared topless for a scene.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think it was something like SOB. I think was the name of the movie. But
it's not ringing.
No. I mean, to be fair, if anyone's topless in the movie, I should know exactly what it is, but I can't remember.
Yeah, okay.
It was SOB, 1981. SOB, because I can remember in the national newspaper there was a picture of her topless, and they were going, shock, Mary Poppins topless in a movie, and it was
and it's
a
like
massive
they hold
scandal.
To that standard, whatever movie you play.
A massive scandal, but yeah, just for the stuff that she's done, she's an absolute legend, and 90 years old.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. That's both of yours we've got. So we've got 2 so far. We've got 2. So that's good. Okay. My number 9, I'm going for Emma Stone.
Yeah.
I'm going for Emma Stone.
So many. That's what I'm talking about. I don't have her on my list.
You haven't got it right. Okay.
No.
Okay. From being in Superbad, which was the first time I saw her, I'm not sure if that was her first movie. It may well have been. But I don't know if you've seen Poor Things, which was the movie that came out last year. I don't know if she won the Oscar for it. It's it is a great movie.
I have to check it out.
If you ever get, and La La Land with Ryan Gosling was fantastic as well. But it's if you get a chance to watch, I'm sure it's Poor Things. That was what it was called, and she might have won an Oscar for it last year. I can't quite remember. But it is a crazy movie, and it's got it's weird because it's got so much sex in it. But it's not erotic at all. It becomes almost boring because she's almost like a Frankenstein's monster kind of creation that Willem Dafoe has made, and she's beginning to learn and want to explore things because she doesn't know anything. She's just been kept in like this house.
Oh wow, I know the preview you're talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't it come out around Halloween?
It might have done, but I think it definitely was one of the ones that it sort of because it was Kinds of Kindness, Poor Things. Yeah, she played Bella Baxter. 2023, but it's such a good movie if you get a chance to see it. It is so funny. Willem Dafoe is great in it. Mark Ruffalo is fantastic in it as well, and it is such a stylized but great. And Emma Stone was fantastic.
Yeah, Emma Stone is gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
as I look at my list, I'm like, she has so many.
Yeah, she's so good. So that is my number 9. Okay, then. Your number 8, please, Cassie.
My number 8, Laverne Cox.
Oh, right. No,
I don't think you have Laverne Cox on there.
You're going to have to tell me who she is. I'm not quite sure.
So, did you see Orange is the New Black?
I watched probably half of the first season and then never really got into it. Do you
remember... In the beginning, it was a female that was in the jail, but turned out to actually be a male transgender woman.
Right. Okay.
That's Laverne Cox, who's in the new movie called Ugly on Netflix. Have you heard of Ugly?
I haven't heard of that now.
So Ugly, I was like, why are they naming this title? And I'm like, okay, actress was from Gypsy Rose. She played as Gypsy. She's in the movie Ugly. Laverne Cox is holding a big foundation for any male or female who feels they need to be transitioned from how they look now to the Botox life, the fillers, the body changes. So if you are born just like this, you had nothing done to yourself, you are considered ugly. And everybody is trying to come out of this town of darkness to go to the city. The city has full of lights, full of people. Everybody, you can tell the AI faces. Everybody is done. Their faces are different. Their bodies are different because they were not ugly anymore and now they're beautiful. So that movie, I thought that would be in the theaters, but it gave Netflix a shine because that movie was really amazing.
Right.
If you're into that, Laverne Cox, she plays the president of that foundation in that movie.
Okay, and that's on Netflix at the moment, is it?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay, another one to add to my list then. I'll add that to the list and I'll let you know what I think. Okay. Yeah, because I must admit, because so many people say to me that Orange is the New Black was a great show.
It was.
Yeah, and I watched, I think, maybe 3 episodes, and I just didn't sort of carry on watching because there's so much to watch and so many different things. But I need to revisit that because I think that's on... Is that on Netflix or is that on...
Oh, no, it is Netflix. It's on Netflix. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give that another go as well, I think. Okay, Laverne Cox, your number 8. My number 8. Now, this is a younger one. This one's for the kids, but I'm going for Zendaya.
I didn't have
No, because to me, she's one of these people, like she's the all-rounder. She can sing, she can dance. She's an amazing actress. Yeah. The Greatest Showman, one of my favorite movies of all time. She was fantastic in that. But in June, like June Part 1 and Part 2, she was fantastic in that.
I didn't like Dune. I thought Dune was boring.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you? See,
I gotta try it again. I don't know.
I do think I watched Part 1 in the cinema and Part 2 we watched when it came on like TV, so you could watch it on TV. And I must admit, I enjoyed Part 1 more because I think it has to be cinematic experience. It has to be on the biggest screen that you
Everybody's saying they went back. They saw the second one. They saw the first one, and that's where it hits for them.
Yeah,
I have to give it a legit try. One more time.
Yeah, but she's one of those people that just make you sick with the fact that she can do everything.
She's amazing.
She absolutely, and she was great in
Euphoria.
like in the Marvel. Yeah, well, I haven't seen. Now I haven't watched that because somebody said to me, like, if you're
very depressing.
If you're a parent, you shouldn't watch Euphoria because it then gives you nightmares of what your kids are up to when they're going out.
Yeah,
so
don't do it.
And I have nightmares thinking about what my daughters and that get up to anyway. So if I watched that, I think I'd never sleep again. I would just not be able to do it. But like even in the Marvel movies, I think Zendaya is brilliant in those. She can do everything. She can do. It doesn't matter whether it's a comedy or whether it's lighthearted, whether it's serious. So I had to put her in there. She was a late comer going in, but it was only because I saw a couple of clips of The Greatest Showman on YouTube again. I thought, she was just great in that. She was just her and Zac Efron had great chemistry.
Yes.
So I thought, had to put her in there. So she is my number 8. Okay, then you're number 7 then, Cassie.
So since you're on the young side, and I'll have it on here, for me, it's Raven-Symoné.
Okay.
You got to know who Raven-Symoné is.
Now, is That's So Raven? Is that
yes? Okay,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's So Raven and Haunted Mansion, and she started also on the Cosby Show.
That's right.
Yes. That's
right.
So Raven. Raven-Symoné, and she's a director now. I don't remember what she just recently directed, but has a lot of behind the scenes of directing new TV shows, and people are calling her to direct some movies. She owns her own podcast with her wife. And then she rebooted her show That's So Raven to Raven's Home. So it's really great to see her back in action and out with her true colors. And Raven-Symoné for me has just been what my mom told me, how you have Lucy, right? And you have Raven and her friend that was on the show, I forgot her name, Chelsea. And the way they act and the way they put on props is how my mom will watch I Love Lucy show. They're always back and forth. So I'm like, that's my I Love Lucy shows. That's So Raven.
so that was a show that you used to watch when you were growing up then, I assume.
That's So Raven?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And is that so when you I mean, obviously, again, when I was younger, they were always, $6 Million Man was one of my shows when I was little. And you watch them now and you think, oh my God, I can't believe I watched that. But do you watch those shows from when you were little, even now? And do you still enjoy them, or does it make you feel old?
I enjoy it because I have the Disney Plus thing. So when I go on there, like I said, That's So Raven came a reboot to Raven's Home. So Raven now goes back to her old house that she used to live in, and That's So Raven. She has kids. We see the father. So they brought it back for me. So I enjoy it.
So it kind of so you've grown up with them, and they've continued the story. So that makes it.
Yeah, and then when they do bring it back like that, you do kind of feel like, dang. You do feel, but thank you, but dang. Realization.
Just makes you feel so old. You think, oh God, I can remember when that was just a little kid. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so that's your number 7. My number 7. Now this is somebody that I feel I could go out and have a pint with. That she would be just loads of fun to just hang out with, and that's Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Now she's a great actress, but I always feel like she's not naughty, but she would have a laugh, that she'd be up for just having just let's go and have a pint down the pub and let's just chat and let's just have a laugh.
I don't know Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. So she was in oh God, my mind's gone blank. She was in like the original. She was in the X-Men First Class. She was Mystique in that one.
That's not the blue person. No.
Yes, she was the blue person.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's her. Yeah, okay.
And she was also Hunger Games. She was in the Hunger Games.
Oh, yes.
American Hustle.
Wait, she's the main character in Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so she was
Katniss.
Mystique.
And she was Mystique. Yeah, but she was in the she was Mystique in the X-Men First Class movies. So the movies
that makes sense.
with not the original X-Men.
Yeah, I'm
movies.
gonna say then.
That was Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah, she's done loads of great things. Don't Look Up was a movie that was out a few years ago that was good. But she's done some not so great movies, but
that's okay. Hunger Games speaks for her, so she has that.
Yeah, yeah, and there was a comedy movie she did last year, I think it was. I need to try and find what it was, and it went back to like these kind of American Pie kind of comedy movies, the sort of adult comedies which they've seem to be doing again. Right, and it was actually she was really good in it. There was a bit where she was just like stark naked on a beach, and we kept looking, and this isn't me being a man about it.
No.
But even my wife was saying, I don't think that was her. I think that was like a body double. So we
thought they would do that.
We skirted back a little bit to watch it again just to see, and I'm sure it was her. I'm sure it was her doing it like full on naked on this beach as part of like there was a comedy scene. And fair play to her, fair play to her to have the balls to do that, because any other big star could go, can I bring the body double in now? I'm quite happy not to. Yeah,
not we'll cut this scene.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But no, fair play to her. I mean, from all that I've seen, it said that she actually did the scene. But yeah, I think she's looks like she's just a laugh, and I think she's just a great actress as well. I'll put it that way. She's a great actress. Okay, that's my number 7. So your number 6 then, please.
All right. So Cynthia Erivo.
Right. Oh, that's the Wicked lady, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I can't get enough of that song, Defying Gravity. It's like everybody says Wicked, the play was horrible. I went to see the movie at home because I was like, everybody keeps saying it's bad. I'm like, now it's making me not wanna. Then I'm like, oh, do I give it a chance? And then I go and I buy it on Amazon Prime, and I watched it, and now I'm like, will I just pay this $20 again to see it, or should I wait for it to be free? Because the movie was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah, and it's like she did such an amazing job that she plays it so well. And outside of her being the Wicked Witch, she also really dresses like that.
Oh, right.
So, and the way she sings, this is my first time really getting to know who she is, and her voice is beautiful. Yeah. That movie, if anybody's gonna see it, I'll just go see Wicked. Just go buy it. I just know the moment I go buy it again, I pay $20 again. It's just going to be free. To watch it.
Me and my wife went to see Wicked at a theatre. I can't remember which theatre it was, and all I can remember about it was Defying Gravity. That was the only thing I can remember about it.
I can't stop singing it.
That's what kind of stopped me from going to see Wicked at the cinema, because I thought, it's only that one bit, but so many people I've heard have said how great it is. They've said like the whole movie is great. Yeah. So I think I will wait until it comes out to watch it. When it's free.
I paid the $20 because it's like, all right, it's cheap, because $10 for my wife, $10 for me. It would have been a lot more than that. So I had it for about 48 hours or 72 hours, and I just wish I was able to watch it again. But it's Defying Gravity. I put a video out not too long ago singing it in the car, because I
saw it. Yeah, I saw it on your Instagram. Yeah,
and I'm like, I love it. I just can't.
And Ariana Grande, was she good in it as well?
She did her thing, and
really,
she held to the standards that she wanted, and more than what the directors even thought they were going to receive. I didn't know from when she first started her acting career that she always said, I want to play, if I play in a movie, I want to be the queen or the cream, right? I think that's what she is. Well, she wanted to play as that part that she did, and she was able to do that.
Nice. Okay, Cynthia Erivo at number 6. My number 6, I'm going for Julianne Moore. I mean, again, she's another one of these actresses that will do big budget movies, like she did Jurassic Park 2, like The Lost World. But things like Boogie Nights, which is one of the great.
It's called Boogie Nights?
Yeah, Boogie Nights. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, no.
That is with Mark Wahlberg. It's all about the porn industry in the 70s. Burt Reynolds is in it.
So
it's
familiar.
Such a good movie. Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it. It's star-studded. It really is. But it is.
She's amazing herself, but I don't
she is. Yeah. I mean, it was famous for Mark Wahlberg playing Dick Diggler, I think his name was. And he very famously is stood in front of a mirror at the end of the movie, and he gets his appendage out, and it's apparently it's fake. I'm assuming it's fake.
Yeah.
But Burt Reynolds is great as a 70s porn director. He is so good. But Julianne Moore is, and she was also in The Big Lebowski as well with Jeff Bridges. She's such a versatile actress. Yeah. So I really wanted to get her in, and she's one of those actresses that she adds a percentage to how good a movie is because she's in it. You know, it doesn't, even if the movie's not great.
Exactly.
You know, she was in the Silence of the Lambs sequel, wasn't she? Hannibal. Which wasn't a fantastic movie.
They don't like that one.
No, it was okay. It was okay, but like it had the bar was set quite high with Silence of the Lambs, and I don't think it was ever going to reach that. And
it's all right. I don't remember her though.
Yeah, and Children of Men?
Oh, they're gonna say Children of Corn. I'm gonna say no.
No.
That's that one.
I think it's Children of Men was the other movie that I can remember her being in. She wasn't in it for very long, but again, fantastic. Hunger Games, she was in that as well. Yeah,
that's just such a good collection.
Many great movies.
There's so many great female actresses. I'm telling you, like you're naming them, and I'm like, yeah.
And the thing is, these kind of top tens, I could do it again next week, and it might be completely different. Do you know what I mean? It's just how you feel, how you feel at that particular time. So, okay, that was my number 6. Okay, we're halfway through, so it's time now for this.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Pop quiz, hot shot. So what I'm going to do, Cassie, I'm going to give you 3 movies, and I need you to tell me the actress that starred in all of them. Okay, it'll be the same actress for 3 movies. So number 1, The Avengers, Paycheck, Batman and Robin.
3 female actresses.
No, it's one actress that was in all 3 movies. Yeah, The Avengers, Paycheck, and Batman and Robin.
I'm very bad with names. I really want to say the one who was the Scarlet Witch.
Oh, no, it's
Way wrong answer.
It's not right, because I did stick the Avengers in there. It wasn't the Marvel Avengers. It was the Avengers starring Ralph Fiennes and Uma Thurman. So it was a little bit of a trick one for you there to start with, but that was Uma Thurman that starred in Avengers, Paycheck, and Batman and Robin as Poison Ivy, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, Hook, and Disney's Tarzan.
In Disney's Tarzan?
Yes. She was a voice in Disney's Tarzan.
Wait, wouldn't she be the girlfriend? I'm so bad with names. The girlfriend of the main. Oh my God, you know what I'm talking about?
I think you're talking about Minnie Driver.
She was in Columbiana. That one.
Yeah, Minnie Driver.
Way wrong answer.
It wasn't. Unfortunately, it was Glenn Close, who was also in Dangerous Liaisons and oh God, what was the murder? Fatal Attraction. Obviously, she was in that, but. Yes. Okay. Number 3. Come on. We got to get you on the board. We got to get you a point. Come on. The Reader. The Reader. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and Lee.
Yeah, that should have just because I never even heard of any 3 of them. That's way wrong. You just hit the button.
Well, she won an Oscar for The Reader. It was Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4. Number 4. Dogville, The Hours, and Moulin Rouge. Let me give you a clue, okay? She's from Down Under, and she used to be married to Tom Cruise.
Oh my God, you got me on the spot.
Come on, Cassie, you can do it. You can do
Tom Cruise, and I should know these things.
You should.
Because I was like, I would have said the dumbest thing ever was going to be that it's not Jennifer Lopez. It's not.
It's not Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my God, was she married to one?
Come on. Who starred in Moulin Rouge with Ewan McGregor? Have you ever watched Moulin Rouge?
No. I told you I'm going to be bad at this. Just have the button.
Way wrong answer.
It was Nicole Kidman.
No,
Nicole Kidman. Okay, you're going to get this one.
Listeners are going to laugh at me.
Number 5. The Help. The Woman King. Fences.
Is it Viola Davis? You might do that on purpose.
All right.
Yes, Cassie is on the board. I'm going to give you the bell as well for that one. Well done. Okay, number 6. Closer, V for Vendetta, and Black Swan.
Oh, Closer, I know. Dang, man. What does the first letter start with?
N. Starts with the letter N. NP is the initials of the
NP?
N and P for the Christian name and the surname. NP.
Yeah, it's fine.
Starred in Closer, V for Vendetta, Black Swan.
Is it a Nancy?
It's not a Nancy. She also starred in the prequel Star Wars trilogy.
Oh my God, I don't even like Star Wars.
Oh my God, and that's the end of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. How can you say that to someone with all this shit behind me?
I know. Because I tried getting into it. I tried. Try again. I like it on Fortnite, but
oh dear me. Okay, well, it's actually I have to give you that one then.
Way wrong answer.
It's Natalie Portman. And I
said Nancy.
And you said Nancy, which was. I mean, it started with the same letter, didn't it? I mean, that's half a point. Okay, number 7. Bugsy Malone, Nell, and Contact.
I think I'm really bad at this.
You've got 1 point, so you're not a total shutout. So that's fine. We're okay with that.
I need to watch some movies. I've never heard.
I think you do.
Yeah.
Okay, what if I added Silence of the Lambs onto that? Who starred with Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs?
Oh, we just said it, didn't we?
We did.
Way wrong.
Way wrong answer.
It was Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster starred in Silence of the Lambs.
I'm telling you, I really need to watch movies. I
think you need to watch a movie. Is what you need to do.
Yeah, I need to watch these movies. I'm so much. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't think I'm not going to hold up much hope for this one then. So, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Inland Empire, and Jurassic Park. She's the daughter of a very famous actor. Well, I mean, quite a famous actor. Let me think. What else has she been in? Oh my God, I can't think of anything else. I don't.
Does it start with a J?
Way wrong answer.
No, it starts with an L. It's Laura Dern.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is really bad.
Okay, number 9, Muriel's Wedding, Hereditary, and The Sixth Sense.
Muriel's Wedding, Hereditary, and The Sixth Sense.
Have you ever seen The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis? You know, I See Dead People, that movie?
See, I know the saying.
You know the saying? Well, that's one thing. I'm going to give you half a point for the fact you know the saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for this one.
That
No, it was Toni Collette. And the final one. Borderlands, Thor Ragnarok, and Blue Jasmine.
I know Borderlands and Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, so who starred in both of those movies? Who's a famous actress?
And I didn't even see Borderlands yet.
Oh dear. Okay.
Thor Ragnarok, I did, but she's the one who loves him, right?
No, that was Natalie Portman.
Way wrong.
That was Natalie Portman, actually.
Yeah, way wrong.
It was the one who was the bad guy or the bad lady in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's what.
Shall I hit the button? Okay.
I'll hit it for you.
It was Cate Blanchett. Cate Blanchett.
Oh my God,
but you got what? We got 1.5.
Of course.
You got 1.5. So that's not bad.
I need to watch a movie.
You need to watch a
start.
Yes.
And just
But anyway, it was just nice to see whether you knew a few of them, and you got one. Yeah. God bless Viola Davis, is what I say. Okay, back to the job in hand. And your number 5 then, please, Cassie.
Felicia Rashad.
Okay, right. Explain to me. I've never heard that name before.
See, the Cosby Show. She's the wife.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And she did play in the show Empire. I watch a lot of shows. That's what it is.
That's fine. Absolutely fine.
And she was in Empire, that music show by Lee Daniels.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So the Cosby Show, was that another show like That's So Raven that you kind of grew up with?
So the Cosby Show's like growing up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, That's So Raven, so many, the Nanny, the Nanny.
Yeah.
So that for sure is. She's just that motherly love that she brings on anything she's on, and she can even play evil.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wow. Because I've always just seen her on the Cosby. So
right.
It's really good.
She was in a Jason Statham movie last year called The Beekeeper. She was in that as well.
Yes. That was a good movie.
Did you see that one?
Yes, I did. And I'm like, he's not a regular guy. No, he's doing all these actions and
Of all the movies, I never thought The Beekeeper would be the one that you would have seen, I must admit. But there you go.
Yes, I did.
Oh dear, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect that you've watched that one. Okay, so that's number 5. I can understand that. I mean, she was great in that in The Beekeeper. She wasn't in it for long, obviously, but she had a very,
she died.
Spoilers for anybody that hasn't seen them. No, don't worry. I was only joking. Okay, that's your number 5. My number 5. I'm going with Olivia Colman. Now, I don't know if you know who Olivia Colman is.
Hold on now.
What
is she playing?
Yeah, have a little look. She's been in loads and loads of different things. She's a British actress that you'd probably recognise when you see her. But I mean, I can remember Olivia Colman when she had a bit part in one episode of the original version of The Office. So she was in that. She had one episode in another. She was like in loads of different comedy shows, and then she was in a show called The Peep Show, which was a big show over here. After that, she went over and started doing movies in America, and she was also in The Bear, which was great. The TV show with that. But she's got so many great things, and I just love the fact that she came from being this bit part actress in the UK
to being
Wonka, of course. What a great movie! What a great movie that is. Yeah. So there's so many things that she does now that are great. That it's great to see somebody that has gone from like really small little bit parts in British comedy to then winning an Oscar and being at the top of her game. So she was.
That's so true.
She was great in Wonka.
Yeah,
she was such a good bad guy, She was just like just a horrible person.
Yeah.
But that's my number 5. So your number 4 then, please.
So I have Donna Camelia Vargas.
Okay, right now.
So she's on Queen of the South. She starred in as the bad woman. You know, she had a fishy kind of husband that was into the cartel, and she's the cartel wife. And then she starred in the show 911, and then in Ozark, which is on Netflix with Jason Bateman.
That is a show that's on my list that I need to watch.
Oh my God, Ozark.
Yeah.
It's like once Ozark ended, we were the fans that sat there like with tears because he did such a great job and she played so well in this. They all did amazing. And now they're playing in big movies because they're, you know, seen off of Ozark. But Donna Camelia Vargas, she's a strong woman. Just like, you know, when she walks in the room, you know there's some fishy stuff going on here. Like she's into something. Somebody is gonna get played wrong, and yeah, she's great.
Because that's actually finished now, hasn't it? Ozark, it wrapped up.
Ozark is done, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you watch it, I wish I was in your shoes because I don't like to rewatch the same thing all the time. But I would love to rewatch that and not even know about it.
Yeah, because on things like TikTok and Instagram, they'll put random clips of TV shows on there. Mm-hmm. And they had a clip from Ozark, and I thought, what is it? Because I love Jason Bateman. I watched Arrested Development, and he's great. And I watched, and I thought, my God, it was doing a serious show. Let's have a look. And I watched like this clip, and I thought, oh my God, what? It looks so dark. They were in a warehouse or a basement, and these people were just shooting these people and left Jason Bateman and I think his wife left. And I thought, what the hell's going on? Yeah. So yeah, I really need to
see him in that light. I was like, I've always seen him something fun happen, whatever, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something I need to get in and watch. I think that's Netflix as well, isn't it? I think. Yeah. I'll do that one. Netflix. Okay. Great. That's another good one from you. So my number 4 was Viola Davis, and we've already spoken about that. So back to you for your number 3.
All right. So it plays in the same place, but Alice Braga. She was in Queen of the South as the main person, Teresa. They call her Teresita on there. And I've only known her on Queen of the South. But once I watched Queen of the South, and you just get, embedded into how someone is portraying their role from being someone who was not supposed to be at a certain place at that time to now owning a couple of states that run under her. She's a boss. And that way that how she tackled that, and even working with Camila Vargas, it was just an amazing flow of just how they portrayed their role. And that was just like, I was attracted to that show. So she was great, Alice Braga.
I reckon she was in the Suicide Squad. That was the thing that I recognized her from.
Yeah.
And also in Predators as well. I think it was the other.
I didn't see that. Predators.
Yeah.
Maybe I did. I don't want to speak. I want to give you a laugh because when you said Jurassic Park, do you know that in 2024 was my first time seeing the Jurassic Park?
The original Jurassic Park?
The original one where they're coming around the car, and my wife was like, "Yeah, this is the part." I said, "What part?" She said, "Yeah." Right, yeah. I knew not to say another word. So.
Honestly, I'm in no position to say to you that like that's ridiculous, because it was only, I think, 2 weeks ago that I listened to like the Sex Pistols' Never Mind the Bollocks for the very first time. Yeah. And that album has been out for nearly 50 years. So things like that, I'm not on the bus for certain things as well. So you can't watch everything. That's the thing, Cassie, is it? You can't listen to everything. You can't watch everything. So there are always things that are going to slip through the net. But again, like you said about Ozark, it's also people like me would get like jealous of the fact that you're watching Jurassic Park for the first time, and how you would, how did it feel to you? Did you enjoy it? Did you?
I did. Yeah? I did. I enjoyed it because I watched every other Jurassic Park with her, but I've never seen the first one. Really? Yeah.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
Don't know.
That is crazy. I know that is crazy. I mean, the rest of it is fine.
Rides at Universal, but that's
oh my god, no, fair play though. I mean, Jeff Goldblum is great in those, but they're all good. It's the best one of the lot. The original Jurassic Park.
It was.
And the sequel, they did the new one, the Jurassic Park Rebirth, just had the trailer come out for.
The trailer came out.
Scarlett Johansson is in
okay. It told me to save the date and they'll let me know when the trailer comes out. That was like last week, but I didn't know the trailer. Okay,
it was. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday that the trailer came out as we were recording this.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Alicia Braga for your number 3. My number 3 was Julie Andrews. Mm-hmm. So hopefully she's still with us while we're recording this, so it makes this valid. So we'll just keep going. So your number 2, please.
My number 2, Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. You got her from Malcolm X, from 911 Show, A Kill in the Bee, Black Panther, Waiting to Exhale, and Finding Dory. They said she's in. I don't know who she played, but they said some messenger or doctor. I don't know why she didn't take more into that one, but Angela Bassett is there's no words. Like it's Angela Bassett. It's done beautifully. She's gonna execute anything that she's in my opinion, and everything that she starred in has been a hit that I love. It's a long list, you know.
She also Tina Turner in the autobiography movie of Tina Turner, wasn't she? I think
she was.
Yeah, I think that was the one that I first saw her doing, and that was amazing. The fact that she did something as big a character as Tina Turner was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's you can't. Black Panther. Yeah. She was great. She was great in Black Panther. Yeah. But that's a great one. Okay, my number 2. See now, what year? I don't know what year it was that Leon came out. Leon the Professional, but Natalie Portman was, I think, 12, 13 when she was in that movie.
12, 13?
I think she was about 13 years old when she was in Leon, which is astounding. Is that if anybody's have you ever seen Leon the Professional? Cassie, watch it. Watch it because it is one of the greatest movies ever. And the fact that she's 13 years old in it.
Wow,
is mind blowing.
Okay.
And then the fact that I always have an affinity with her because she was Queen Amidala in the prequel trilogy of Star Wars. She for me, apart from Ewan McGregor, was like the best thing in the prequel trilogy. Her acting, she had some terrible lines to have to say that George Lucas wrote, but she always did them.
It's not her fault.
Yeah, she did them like they were Shakespeare. You know, she didn't ever ham it up. She was great, and I've never seen anybody that can cry as convincingly as Natalie Portman.
I'm shocked that's not your first, the way he's talking about it.
Well,
I gotta know this first.
Well, this is it. See, I mean, V for Vendetta, she was great. She had to, they shaved her head for real, and she's. I just think she's just fantastic. I really do. So,
why was the hard then?
Yeah. So that is my number 2. Right, before we reveal our top spots, would you like to give us a countdown of your 10 to 2? I'll do the countdown of my 10 to 2, and then we'll reveal our number 1s.
So you want me to just rename them?
Yep, just go from number 10 to number 2.
All right. We have, I forgot what order I gave it to, so I'm going to order
I can do it if you want. If you haven't got them in order.
Go ahead. You can put it in order.
Okay, so Cassie had at number 10, Viola Davis. At number 9, Julie Andrews. At number 8, Laverne Cox. At number 7, Raven Simone. 6, Cynthia Erivo. 5, Felicia. What was it? Oh, I can't read my own writing. What was the last name? Felicia what?
Wait. Felicia Rashad.
Rashad. Oh, God. I've scribbled it so much that I can't. Number 4, Donna Amelia Vargas. 3, Alicia Braga. 2, Angela Bassett. Oh, dear, I made a mess of that. Mine was number 10, Meryl Streep. 9, Emma Stone. 8, Zendaya. 7, Jennifer Lawrence. 6, Julianne Moore. 5, Olivia Colman. 4, Viola Davis. 3, Julie Andrews. And 2, Natalie Portman. So, Cassie, what is your number 1 living actress?
Number 1, Jennifer Aniston.
Wow, Jennifer Aniston.
I don't know what it is, but Jennifer Aniston. Since I was young, not even from Friends, because I didn't, not somebody that took into Friends, but it was just something like Jennifer Aniston, and like Jennifer Aniston. So my family makes fun of me. Jennifer Aniston is on there. I love her. I just love her.
Really?
I love her.
So what movies do you like of hers?
The Switch, Marley and Me, Just Go With It, Murder Mystery, We're the Millers. It's just like how people feel about, so weird, Michael Jackson is how I feel about Jennifer Aniston. It's like she's here and she's either gonna take care of these kids and be the best mom she is. She's gonna make sure the family gets out of whatever crime and do it the funniest way. She's gonna either walk into a room and probably trip on something and get up and just keep going with life, or she's just going to just be that actress that will just record, and she's got that script down pat.
Yeah,
and I just love Jennifer Aniston.
There you go. Can't argue with that. Jennifer Aniston, and it's not even about Friends. That's the thing. That's the good thing about it.
It's not, yeah.
Okay, that's your number one. My number one, now, I said that it's not about looks, this one, but I mean, obviously, she's one of the most beautiful women in the world. I'm going for Charlize Theron as my number one.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, mainly, and it's nothing to do really with her looks. I thought she was amazing in Mad Max Fury Road, and that was by no means a glamorous role. But it's also the fact that, again, she's a bit like Jennifer Lawrence for me. She just seems to be someone that's got an amazing sense of humor. If anybody saw her I think she did like a 4 or 5 episode arc in Arrested Development. I don't know if you ever watched Arrested Development with Jason Bateman.
I think, no, I had to. It was Jason Bateman.
But she was just so funny. She was she played this British, what Jason Bateman's character thought was a teacher, but I don't want to say too much because it is just one of the funniest arcs. But yeah, she can go from playing that Aileen Wuornos in Monster and win an Oscar for that to playing sort of, was it Atomic Blonde and all these action hero movie kind of thing. But she's just one of those kind of, and again, she's very easy on the eye as well. So you know, I mean, it's like ticks all the boxes.
Throw it in there.
So it had to. I wanted her to be my number one. Okay, right. We've got a couple of honourable mentions from some listeners. So Corrine Pastor said, "There's a lot to choose from. A few of my favourites are Kate Winslet, Kate Blanchett, Helen Mirren, and Meryl Streep." Emma Houston says, "Mine is Glynis Barber." At this _holds_up on Insta says Amy Adams. At Vandalbuster on Blue Sky said, "I'm quite fond of Helen Mirren." Crystal Waters says, obvious choice is Meryl Streep, but I put Kate Blanchett on that list. At Beach Bum Ron on Blue Sky said, Debbie Rochon is, in my opinion, much more than just a queen of scream and empress of horror. She has to be the greatest living or not living actress ever, period. And at Cuba Nose says Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Cassie, we did it. Yay. We can tick that one off the list. So what are you up to in regards to, because you do all your gaming stuff as well. So tell us a little bit about that. Tell an old fart all about gaming and stuff. How does that work?
So I do a lot of video game streaming on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube and Kick. So mainly what I do is I get a fun game that can be interacting where my chat, which are my viewers and my listeners, can go ahead and basically have some fun with me, show me which direction my players should be in, or what obstacle or what campaign of the story I need to do. And basically we have fun, and I love to give back. So I have giveaways for the games that are in there because, you know, they come out with different things that you can buy. And a lot of people, they just want it the same way I want it. So I have these fun giveaways, and just game streaming is just a lot of fun. And it's just very interactive, and it just takes the load off when you're just being serious every day for work or whatever it is that you have to be serious for. And it's just an outlet.
And that's what anybody needs, isn't it? Just an outlet, just to express themselves and blow off some steam sometimes is nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, before we actually go, let me just tell everybody to listen out for Neil's dulcet tones at the end of the episode with all of our links. Gubbins tell you exactly how you can get in touch with us and how you can come and join our Patreon and be a Patreon top head and come and have your own episode. If you want to be on the top tier, which is for just $5 a month, you can come and be a guest on your own episode, just like Cassie is here. Look, you could be taking Cassie's place and come and having a chat with me about who knows what. So have a look on there. All of the information is also in the show notes, and the information to get hold of Cassie and come and watch and listen to all of her stuff as well will be in there as well. Once again, Cassie, it's been an absolute pleasure. Go and enjoy that New York sunshine now.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm very, very jealous because it's a bit dull and rainy here. So, so enjoy that. And for everybody else watching and listening, thank you very much. Now let's go start the countdown.